What's up, guys, and welcome to the first episode of Bizarre Matchups. It's a little thing I wanted to try out where I will pair two characters from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and match them against each other. We start the series off with Mista versus Hol Horse, so let's jump right into it. And before we begin, if you are into JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, consider subscribing, it would really help me out. First, let's establish the rules. The battlefield will be a typical city, so there are houses, cars, etc. around to hide behind or use for anything else. There won't be people though, so taking hostages or anything isn't possible. The starting point will be 100 meters away from each other and there is no prep time whatsoever. Let's start with Mista. Mista is using a snub-nosed revolver, which typically has a reach of around 900 meters. For my American viewers, this is about 1000 yards. I'm not too knowledgeable about guns, so I don't know which exact model he uses, and it is never stated in the manga or in the anime, but we will just go off that estimate value I found while researching. The most similar looking revolver I found has a caliber of .38, which is about 9.63 millimeters. For reference, a Magnum, a very large calibered gun, has a caliber of .357, so a much larger caliber. It is to be expected that these bullets are not that destructive, so the bullets that Mista uses. But the revolver is not the only thing that Mista uses to fight. Mista also has his stand called Sex Pistols. This stand are 6 little yellow guys who can fly around and help Mista by redirecting the bullets that he fires with his gun. Also, these 6 little guys can act independent from each other, while also being able to transmit information between each other via some sort of link, so they don't have to actually talk to each other to access the information someone else of this little stand group acquired. What this also means is that they can be in separate places rather far apart from each other. I suppose this has a range and a limit, but it's probably over like 50 to 100 meters, I guess. If not, even further. Now on to Hol Horse. Hol Horse also uses a gun, but this gun is his stand. The stand is called Emperor, and it is basically just a pistol that he can create in his right hand, which shoots bullets, and the bullets are also part of the stand itself. The crazy thing about the stand Emperor is that Hol Horse can freely control the bullets that he fires. And although the further from the user the bullet gets, the harder it is to control for him. On closer range, the control is very, very precise. The effective range of Emperor is not that great though, and you can see that in this scene here, where Hol Horse doesn't shoot at Kakyoin and Polnareff because they are about 4 to 5 house lengths away in a car. And let's say this is about 20 meters, and also we have to take in consideration that they are moving away from him. Not that fast probably, but let's say the bullet would reach them in about 30 to 40 meters, which isn't that great of a range for a pistol. When it comes to Emperor's destructive power, it's about as strong as a normal gun, but it can also hurt stands, which can be a important factor when you fight against another stand user, of course. So let's compare them. In terms of overall power, I would give the point to Hol Horse and his stand Emperor. The big advantage of that stand is that you don't have to reload ever. You have infinite ammo and there is no downtime where you can't shoot. Mista, on the other hand, needs to use a real gun with real bullets who have to be reloaded, of course. His stand helps him to reload really quick, but it would be possible for him to run out of bullets, while Hol Horse would never do that. In terms of range, Mista is in the clear advantage. A normal gun, as I said, has a reach of about 900 meters, while Hol Horse's stand, if we're being nice to him, has a reach of about 100 meters. But we are not comparing stands only, we are comparing the characters themselves. in this situation I explained earlier. When it comes to battle IQ, Mista is very knowledgeable. He has shown multiple times that he is able to think and make very good strategies on how to defeat the enemy. Hol Horse, on the other hand, is not. He's always depicted as a coward and is always fighting alongside someone else. Also, while Hol Horse could probably lose Mista from his side when he manages to hide, this would never happen to Mista because his Sex Pistols can transmit information between each other, as I said. So in conclusion, I would give the win to Mista just because he's way more intelligent, his shots are precise, and he has a very great advantage when it comes to range. And when it comes down to their fighting style, Mista and Hol Horse are ranged stand users. Combined with Mista's adaptability and confidence, matched up against Hol Horse's cowardness, I think Mista takes the win with rather low difficulty. Tell me if you agree or disagree. And this is going to be it for the first episode of Bizarre Matchups. If you like that, please tell me in the comments and I will do another of these. Also tell me which matchup you would like to see. I'm trying to cover some stands and matchups that are not that common to think about, so maybe I will find something interesting. If you got an idea, as I said, let me know, and I hope to see you in the next one.